On Friday, December 8th, Keeling's Visual Media Elective held its annual photo exhibit for the fall semester.
The photography exhibit is when everyone chooses three photos from all the projects that they've worked on, and we get to hang them up and sell them.
The elective, now in its 12th year, uses a silent auction format to raise funds for the equipment and supplies needed to keep the class going year after year.
I bid on a picture of a dog and popcorn.
Friends, teachers, and families can come out and support the student photographers.
We had a message from our granddaughter that said, "Oh, my photography exhibit is in Miss Scott's class tomorrow. Could you please come? I know you get home late at night, but it would be great." We said, "Sure, we'd love to come." We had seen her taking the pictures.
Many guests are just in it to enjoy some art.
I liked number 60 because it leaves you wondering why a garden gnome is standing on the sidewalk.
Either way, the Keeling photo exhibit is a bid you're guaranteed to win.
On Saturday, January 21st, the Keeling community will celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by holding a day of service. The annual event is held from noon to 4 and is an opportunity for students, staff, and area residents to give back to the community. From painting to gardening to neighborhood cleanup, the Keeling community celebrates the life of an impressive leader through service.
When you sit down to read a book, you might not think to pick up a book of poems. And why not? Poetry is a means of expression that allows poets and its readers a way to show their feelings and inspire others. Last week, the International Poetry Festival in Austin celebrated this sometimes underappreciated art.
The main reason to include poetry in the 8th grade curriculum is because it's fun. The kids can learn how to play with language. It's like doing a puzzle. You could take things apart and put them back together in different ways and learn how to look at language in a brand new way. The other reason is it's really, really important to give kids a chance to read poetry that they have never been exposed to before and ideas they've never been exposed to in ways they've never been exposed to before, because they might find something that they really love that has a great deal of meaning to them.
Just like art and music, poems are full of emotion, their meaning sometimes hidden in similes and metaphors. While other times the expression is straightforward and simple, the key is language. Using style and technique, a poem can turn even the most mundane event into something magical.
This is a blackout poem where you use a page from a book and just black out everything except for certain words. So this is my poem. I glared, leaping into the woods, feeding the fire. Boiling, split, intensely smiling, immobilized, eyes tangled, hanging.
Teddy, come on. My poem is called Music. Message the music to the people, young and old, to make a difference.
Whether you are in the audience or behind the pen, poetry can open the door to new forms of expression, and the Austin International Poetry Festival was a great way to do just that. This has been Alec Littman, reporting for KBTV News.
Sleep, a word very few Keeling students know, and even fewer experience. Between homework and extracurriculars, the time spent getting this 10 hours of sleep you need is no easy task. Worldwide, the average teenager gets between 7 and 7.5 hours of sleep a night. Keeling students have an average about 7.3 hours. But why do Keeling students have so little sleep?
I think people don't get enough sleep because they procrastinate their homework and wait until the last minute.
I don't think Keeling students get enough sleep, probably because they have siblings that annoy them and because sometimes there's a lot of homework and they're just overwhelmed.
Cutting out even a few hours of shut-eye to be better prepared for school can leave students fatigued and falling behind. So whether your daily demands take you on the field or in the classroom, be sure you've had enough rest to feel up to the challenge. This has been Maggie Gillum reporting for KBTV.